Okay, so as promised, here's my review of Downton Abbey. But first, we need to class this up a bit. Alright then. Downton Abbey is a television show about an aristocratic British family in the 19 teens, and they live in a large manor estate called Downton Abbey. And the lord of the abbey has 3 daughters, no sons, and because of that, and because of the laws of British primogeniture, he risks losing the abbey when he dies and having all of his daughters become poor. Due to some deaths in the family, the new heir to Downton Abbey is his 3rd cousin once removed. He just doesn't fit in with the rest of them. He's sort of the audience surrogate, because he comes in and learns everything about manor house living, upstairs, downstairs, and all the servants and all of that, as you would if you knew nothing about it anyway. Some of the things I really enjoy about Downton Abbey is the large ensemble cast. And I love large ensemble casts because you can identify with any one person and dislike any number of people. As long as you have that one person, you'll find some desire to keep watching. You can see that sort of popularity in a lot of the other period shows that are going on television right now. Your Mad Men. People are trying to sort of go back into history and find these little pockets of time that people are not necessarily aware of. Or if you are aware of it, that's an extra bonus. So I'm just going to cut right to the chase and say this show is very good and you should watch it. And a lot of you might already be watching it because this show has become very popular. And that's what I sort of wanted to talk about in this video today. Why is Downton Abbey so popular, especially in America? In America, it airs on PBS as part of the Masterpiece series that's been going on for years and years and years. It's sort of achieved a level of popularity now where it's getting parodied on late-night television and the internet through various memes, and it's reaching a level of popularity that is confusing for a lot of people. Why is a show about British aristocrats so popular for Americans when, we have our own sort of class warfare going on in America right now? I'm going to explain what I think the reason for this is. One, the content, the Britishness of it. Americans love British things in modern times, especially British accents. The more proper the British accent, the more popular something will be. British accents just sound smarter to people. So you get to see all these rich aristocratic people with funny British accents doing rich aristocratic things, and people just want to watch that because it makes them feel good about themselves. The heart of it is what I think is the content of the show. Content of the show is basically, it's a soap opera. You have an aristocratic family who have so much problems within that family. And then you have the working class who also have their own fair share of problems, and you have a little bit of war, a little bit of romance, a little bit of humor tossed in every now and then, mystery, murder even. So you have all these things, and those are common tropes to your average melodramatic soap opera. But because you have a British accent, it is not as taboo as a soap opera is in modern times. A lot of people don't like soap operas now because, viewed as womanish or low-brow entertainment. But if you added a British accent and put it on PBS under the Masterpiece name, people are going to watch it without feeling that shame. Even if there is a class struggle going on, this 99.1% stuff going on in America right now, we still enjoy watching rich people and their problems. I mean, turn on television or Bravo and see the Real Housewives. So this is basically the Real Housewives of Downton Abbey. But once again, because it's British and they're rich and they're proper and it airs on PBS, there's no shame associated with it. So they have a show here that allows people to enjoy the exploits of rich people without any of the social stigma associated with watching trashy reality television or soap operas. Another reason Downton Abbey, I think, is popular with American audiences is Maggie Smith. Maggie Smith became famous for Harry Potter. She plays Professor McGonagall. And now she is on this television show. She plays the Dowager Countess Grantham, the mother of the Lord of Downton Abbey. And she pokes her nose into business and hatches plans like any mother typically would. But she is so hilarious in that she is so rich, she just doesn't understand anything poor people do. Like, she doesn't understand what a weekend is, and she's a bit racist, but because it's the early 1900s, people get away with that. And people love Maggie Smith. Harry Potter has ended. They see her on this. They're holding on to something that they love about Harry Potter and Maggie Smith here. And she's a wonderful actress, and people like her. And thus, they watch Downton Abbey for that reason. So in conclusion, if you haven't started watching Downton Abbey already, give it a shot. Because, like I said, you can enjoy it for any number of reasons. Get out your reality show vices, but actually watch some decent scripted drama instead. You can watch Maggie Smith be funny. You can watch British people suffer if you like watching rich British people suffer. If you're a historical buff, you can enjoy the early 1900s and pick out all the little historical in-jokes they like to stick in. If you're a little bit nervous about getting into the show, I advise you to watch any number of the parodies of Downton Abbey that have popped up in late-night television, because a lot of them have actually been very accurate to what is going on in the show, which shows that they're actually being watched by all the people that are parodying them. So that's a good sign. So watch one of those. If you're nervous, just watch Downton Abbey on PBS, get a DVD or something, or an illegal British stream of it. Just watch it. You'll enjoy it. And bring us closer to our allies across the pond.